Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. WWE really wasted no time with Drew McIntyre basically coming out, basically saying he wanted to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. You can sort of see with Drew McIntyre's pick of saying he wanted to go after Brock Lesnar, it was not the first thing of the night to kick off WrestleMania, the road to WrestleMania on Monday Night Raw. It was not the main event of WWE's Monday Night Raw on the way to WrestleMania. To conclude the show, they just sort of stuck it in the first hour. To me, honestly, the placement of Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar's, a match announcement at WrestleMania, not being in those spots, kind of makes me think of the WrestleMania 32 match that Brock Lesnar had against Dean Ambrose. That match, just was kind of a match on the card. And even though Brock Lesnar is the Universal Champion, and Drew McIntyre is going after that belt, I think that is just going to be built into there. Maybe that means that we're going to have some super WrestleMania card. And that's why we don't really know what's going down. We kind of can feel out Randy Orton versus Edge. We got a question mark about what Charlotte's going to do. I wouldn't mind that being some sort of a four-way with those girls, just having all the four horsemen in there. We got sort of cheated by not having Bayley at WrestleMania 32 because she was still on the NXT roster at the time. I kind of feel like that's what they're going to do, but maybe they'll do Charlotte versus Bayley, and then they'll do Sasha versus Becky Lynch. Maybe that's what they'll do there. So we're still kind of feeling this out, but as of right now, it kind of feels like Drew versus Brock is just going to be a match. They'll plug it. They'll make it feel like it's a big deal because it's a championship match, but in their mind, it's not really going to be one of the big ones. Drew McIntyre, to me, honestly, kind of is a guy that is getting a push because maybe they're tired of the fans saying that we're getting the same old thing. And Drew McIntyre is a guy that sort of has been a big deal on Monday Night Raw. When he was the big deal, he had Dolph Ziggler with him, so he was kind of being put in these tag matches. He was kind of just being there, so Roman Reigns had somebody to fight with. Now, he's the babyface. On the road to WrestleMania, he's the guy who eliminated Brock. It kind of feels like he's going to beat Brock. We've had Brock as the champion for a while. We haven't really had a real guy to go after him. Maybe just some guy gets lucky and beats him. A lot like how he got lucky and eliminated him at the Royal Rumble. It took Ricochet hitting him in the nuts to be able to get Drew to be able to get him out of there. So, maybe Ricochet will run down and hit Brock in the nuts. Then again, I don't think we're going to have a real Seth Rollins beating Brock Lesnar in the blink of an eye like they did to kick off WrestleMania. I'm hoping that they'll have a real physical match. But then again, when I look at this match, it just makes me really feel like WWE isn't going to be putting a lot of stuff behind it. So I don't really know if I want to either. So as of right now, if I had to put the money down, I put it on Drew McIntyre to get the win. We'll see what happens come WrestleMania time.